Hi guys, and welcome to a new series on my channel. Basically, we're going to look at the key men of each team, mainly the Premier League, but also in other teams around the world. So today, we start with one of my favourite players, Michael Carrick of Manchester United. For me, his main strengths are basically he's an accurate passer, composed on the ball, has experience. He's 32 years old now, very established player in the Man United setup. His main strength obviously is his passing, and very composed on the ball. However, his main weaknesses are he's fairly slow, doesn't score often, and doesn't assist often, as you can see in the bottom left. That's not really what he's for, though, to be honest. A lot of people say he's bad just because of that. That is simply untrue. He's a very, very good player. Creates a lot of opportunities and semi-assists, which are basically the pass before the assist. Then moving on to some personal information. Name obviously Michael Carrick. Team Manchester United, number 16, age 32, and height 1.8 meters. Fairly high, fairly tall, so that helps at corners and defending crosses. A bit of a trivia: he drove former United legend Mark Hughes out of his £6 million mansion after he won planning permission to demolish it and rebuild the house opposite. That's quite an interesting fact there. Not sure how the relationship is between them now, but that's quite interesting. And then we've got a quote from Martin Jol. Michael's biggest quality is to move the play from defence to attack and win the ball. Because of him, others play better. Former Spurs boss Martin Jol, February 2007. That's exactly what he does. Not the most flashy player, rarely scores, rarely assists, but just gets the ball field to the strikers, and they seem to do the rest. And he makes a lot of defensive tackles. Now the season so far, if you just looked at him and didn't look at anything else, they're pretty shocking. Stats for the season so far: 13 appearances, 0 goals and 0 assists. For a midfielder, that is awful, but I know, and hopefully you know, that he does a lot more than that. You know, he's not going to score, he's not going to assist, he's just going to keep the ball moving and make those defensive tackles. This is a heat map of where he's played so far this season. You know, nothing special there. Just quite surprising though that he's drifted out to the wings quite a bit. Maybe just to collect a ball from like Cleverley or Giggs, but you know, mainly in that defensive area. Sometimes getting forward, but rarely doing that, as his shot is not the best. And then finally, we've got my personal best team of Manchester United. Slightly weird midfield, but I'll explain that in a minute. In goal, obviously David De Gea, better than Lindegaard, and just a very good keeper at the minute. And the back four, which is a bit could be challenged by other people. Patrice Evra, who could move. Evans and Jones, they're probably going to be the future of Manchester United, in particular Jones, whose definitely best role is centre back. And then Rafael, very good Brazilian international, still fairly young and very fast and good at defence, just a bit small. Then we've got the midfield of Carrick and Kagawa. Carrick sitting slightly behind Kagawa. Now that's a bit weird. Normally it would be Cleverley, maybe Fellaini, maybe even Giggs or Anderson. All of them have been rubbish, to be honest, or absolutely rubbish. So I've gone for Kagawa. I think he deserves a few more opportunities in that more central role. Very good player, so no doubt about that. He just hasn't played too well at Manchester United. And then finally the front four of Januzaj, of Valencia, Rooney and Van Persie. No questions there. Januzaj obviously has had an amazing season so far. Just see whether he can keep it up. Van Persie and Rooney, though, at the minute are injured, which is a big problem for Manchester United. And then finally Valencia. He sometimes plays a right back, very fast, very fast, and normally a good attacker, but his crosses can be a bit awful at times, but a very good player. Anyway, that's the video guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Tell me who you want me to look at next, and goodbye.